Thank you, Mr. President. I join others in thanking you for convening today's meeting. We thank the Secretary General for the insightful reports on new partnership for Africa's development and causes of conflict and the promotion of durable peace and sustainable development in Africa. These reports have once again shone the spotlight on Africa, which, like many countries of the Global South, has not only suffered hardships of colonialism in the past, but has also borne the brunt of exploitation of its natural resources. While the extractive nature of African economies fueled economic progress, industrial revolution, and scientific advancement of the Western world, its colonial history sowed the seeds of conflict in Africa. We are facing cascading challenges, from the ravages of COVID, ongoing conflicts and climate change, to the worrisome state of food security, health security, and energy security. The systemic resilience in the developing countries has been eroded, including in Africa. The international community's steadfast support to Africa is therefore imperative. In this context, allow me to flag the following key aspects. First, the rapid rise of external debt, the high cost of capital, and the associated economic vulnerability in Africa has severely limited its ability to invest in the SDGs and Agenda 2063. There is an urgent need to help de-risk African economies, build resilience, and deliver sustainable development. Apart from domestic resource mobilization, increasing predictable access to concessional finance, creating physical space through financing innovations, are strategies aimed at delivering the economic transformation required. Financial responsibility, ensuring transparency and viability, must be at the forefront when looking at financing options, including for infrastructure projects, to avoid imposing unsustainable debt burdens, thus adding to the existing vulnerabilities. It is equally important that they are accompanied by skill and technology transfer. Second, Africa has continued to face complex peace and security challenges marked by an increase in armed conflict-related incidents and fatalities last year. We need to recognize the fact that terrorism, like armed conflicts, is expanding in Africa. If left unaddressed, terrorism may seriously jeopardize peace prospects in several parts of Africa that are already ravaged by armed conflicts. African security initiatives have proven their success in countering terrorism. These are Africa's homegrown solutions led by African countries who have a better understanding of these issues. The international community should provide sustainable and adequate financial and logistical support to such regional security initiatives, as well as intensify and concentrate support for inclusive economic growth and progress towards the SDGs in conflict-affected and post-conflict African countries. Third, regional integration is crucial to help Africa address the challenges as emphasized in Agenda 2063. In this regard, it is encouraging to see the active role being played by regional and sub-regional organizations in Africa. The African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, with adequate infrastructure and connectivity, can raise the potential of Africa with the free movement of goods, services, labor, and capital, and increase in intra-African trade. Fourth, recent geopolitical events have clearly shown that the UN Security Council is unable to deliver on its primary responsibilities to safeguard international peace and security when the world needs it the most. The continuing lack of representation of Africa in the permanent category of the UN Security Council's membership is a historical injustice that needs to be corrected sooner than later. India has been consistently calling for greater representation of Africa through an increase in both permanent and non-permanent categories of this Council's membership, in line with the Isolvini Consensus and the Cité Declaration. This will be an indispensable part of UNSC reform for a more representative and effective Council. As Africa moves ahead towards the achievement of 2030 Agenda and its Agenda 2063, India has emerged as a close friend and strategic partner of Africa. Our concessional line of credit to Africa is valued at nearly 12 billion US dollars. We continue to remain one of the largest contributors to UN peacekeeping missions in Africa, which have played an important role in bringing peace and stability in the African continent. During India's G20 presidency, the African Union was made a permanent member of the group. India has shared its experiences and capabilities with partner countries on the continent, including in financial inclusion and last-mile delivery in the fields of education, capacity building and skilling, infrastructure, digital and energy connectivity, health security, solar and renewable power generation, amongst others. It is gratifying to see that 41 African nations have joined the International Solar Alliance for the rapid development of clean energy technologies. To strengthen health security, we are providing hospitals, dialysis machines, life-saving medicines, and affordable and effective generic medicines to African countries under the Arogya Maitri or Friendship for Health initiative. India has always been supportive of a development paradigm that is Africa-led and Africa-owned. African priorities will continue to guide our initiatives. I thank you.